All right. The last thing I want to talk about before I send you off on your own to do your own improvisations is the number one rule of improv, and that is yes and. What that means is that when you are acting in an improvisation situation, then you as the actor first have to say yes to what the current circumstances are. You have to say yes to what is being added to this story, even if it's crazy, even if it's bizarre, even if it's not what you were expecting to happen. Then you have to say, yes, this is part of my world. I'm going to accept this. And not only do you have to accept it, but you have to take it seriously. You can't just like crack up laughing or whatever. You have to take it seriously. Like, oh my gosh, this is really happening to me. All right. The more serious you can be, whether you're trying to be dramatic or even if you're trying to be funny, the more the audience is going to believe what you're saying and what you're doing together. So, for example, if Millie, Little Red Riding Hood, had suddenly said to me in the middle of our example scene, if she had suddenly said to me, "Oh, look, there's a monster truck and it's coming our way. I have to go. Bye." Then all of a sudden, I, as the other actor, have to accept that monster truck as being part of our scene. I can't shut that down. I can't say no. I have to say yes, okay? So there are a couple ways I can accept that as the other actor. To say yes, I could accept that as the real threat into this scene. Oh my gosh, there's really a monster truck, and look, the driver is dun dun dun, the pernicious farmer, Old MacDonald. And so I could accept that, and so suddenly there's a real threat of a monster truck in our scene. Now, another way I could accept that and add to it is by saying, where's that monster truck? And then if she chooses then to dash away from me so I can't get her, then I look back and I'm like, oh, that sneaky Red Riding Hood, she's not as innocent as she tries to make herself out to be. She is a trickster. So that's another example of how I could take what she has given me and add it to the scene and then add to it, right? So say yes and. So yes, I'm accepting what you are giving me and I'm going to add this to it, okay? However you want to do that as your scene. And then the partner has to take how you've accepted what they've given you and say yes to that and add to it, right? And that's how a good scene just flows. So go ahead. I want you guys to try this. If you have a partner, then I want you to try this and set up your own improv scene. I want you to be Little Red and the Big Bad Wolf. And I want you to do this particular scene where they first introduce each other for the first time and they have the objectives of Little Red wants to do a good job. She wants to follow the rules and make it to Grandma's house. And the wolf wants to get her off the path to try to eat her. Okay? So, go ahead and do that on Flipgrid. I've rehashed those instructions down below on Flipgrid, so hopefully you can do that. Now, if you don't have a partner, then I want you to go to the next video and I'll talk about puppets and how to set up an improv with puppets, okay? Awesome, I'm excited to see your improvisations.